I think the show was born in a moment right after the Avengers, when the world had discovered a lot more about super. Up until that point, the world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe knew about Tony Stark and a little bit Bruce Banner and the Hulk, but that was about all they knew. They didn't know about Thor and the whole world of aliens out there, and so then, and also they didn't know about Hydra, and neither did we. So S.H.I.E.L.D, the show was born at a moment when S.H.I.E.L.D was just kind of trying to deal with the world after the Avengers, when people were starting to ask questions. And now that world has changed so completely, both inside S.H.I.E.L.D, as Hydra kind of revealed itself to be deeply enmeshed in the middle, and that S.H.I.E.L.D was kind of rotten to the core. You know, that season ended with Phil Coulson being made secretly the head of S.H.I.E.L.D that didn't exist. And then at the same time, what had happened in season 2 helped to trigger this outbreak of Inhumans. So now there's powered people popping up all over the place, which connects, kind of interestingly in my opinion, to the cinematic universe, in that the next big Marvel film that comes out is Civil War, which deals with, in the comics anyway, a public that is very frightened about all these enhanced people around them. Some of the Inhumans we've met on our show are very heroic people who suddenly find themselves different, and others have become a bit more evil. I guess whoever you are, it makes you more that way. The show has done something very unusual, which is it seems to have gained more and more fans as it went along. It certainly was the first Marvel television show, and I think you're right. At the beginning, people were saying, well, where's Tony Stark? And that's really never who we were. And when we came back for season 2, and again this season, I guess season 2 especially, I was so moved by the fact that all these characters that people were shaking their head at the beginning, like Fitz and Simmons and Skye becoming Daisy, all of a sudden people were very concerned about those people and those couples, some of them. So it's also very satisfying that people are starting to wonder, how do these stories connect? It's one of the things Marvel does so well, which is it is one giant story. And I know that I get very excited when I see Jessica Jones come on Netflix. Netflix is a very different milieu, I will say, than ABC. So it's very exciting to me to see other stories, just like there are other comics within the world of Marvel being told, and the ways that Marvel finds to bring those things into one story, I think the fans are very excited about. I think our show needed this time to find our way, become our own show, our own world with our own characters, our own villains, and our own stories. And I do hope, as a fan of Marvel, at some point we'll see us cross over. I hope someday to get a scene with somebody on one of the Netflix shows, whether it's Matt Murdock or Daniel Rand in Iron Fist. I think, again, what our writers have accomplished is remarkable, and I don't think they get enough credit. Jed and Marissa Whedon, Jeff Bell, Paul Zbyszewski, Jeff Loeb, who runs the thing, and all our great writers, they have torn the whole show apart at the end of every season, or at different points in every season, and completely reinvented it, as S.H.I.E.L.D. has reinvented, and as the Inhuman storyline came in. And as you've said, they've made these characters make transitions to where people seemed beside themselves with whether Fitz was going to get Simmons back from the planet and whether Ward was going to be redeemable. And I think that really speaks to how well they're writing the show.